Hey everyone, Craig here, YouTube Thursdays, and a little bit late getting this post out this morning, so I figured let me take an opportunity to show you something that you probably want to do all the time, which is having a video in your ActiveRain blog post. And so there's some obvious things and not some obvious things that I want to share with you today, so let's just jump right into it. So here I have a post here where I got some lorem ipsum text here, just now it needs to have the video inserted. So in blog posts like this, you have it all written, you want to insert a video at the end, you come to the end, you hit enter. Up at the toolbar here, you can see there's a video where you can insert, you paste the video link here. Now let me grab a video that I want to use. I'm going to take this this video here, 10 real estate principles, vocabulary words. It does a really good job of explaining some vocabulary. So let's say I want to insert that. So I'm going to right click on the video and I'm going to get the video URL. I'm going to right click, get the video URL. I can minimize that screen now, come over here and paste that right in there. Okay, now I'm going to hit save, and it's going to automatically come in at 560 on the width. Now, I'm going to show you why that's good, and it's fast, but it may not be the best choice. It's going to come in 560 in a blog post means that it's not necessarily taking up all the space that it could. Let me go ahead and save this and preview it here for us, and you'll see at the end here, it embedded the video into the page, but it's not necessarily to see how far the text comes all the way over here. So here's an extra step for you if you want to go ahead and have it go all the way across. Let's go back to where we're editing the post here. Now up on the toolbar here, we can look at the source code, and in the source code, if you're comfortable in this, you're going to be able to see some HTML coding, and it's really not that hard once you understand it. Now a video embed comes in as what's called an iframe. And what we can do here with an iframe is, well, anything in HTML is we can style it. So if I put my cursor right after the word iframe and I type in the word style and the equal sign, then I'm going to put in quotes some of the properties that I want for this. Now, you don't have to remember all these things because I'm going to put the notes in my blog post so you can just literally just copy and paste. But I'm just going to explain a little bit what's happening here. So in the style properties, I'm going to tell it that I'd like to have it with a width factor, and then I'm going to use a colon, and I'm going to say 100%. And then that's going to go ahead and make the video fall all the way across the screen. Now the problem with an iframe is that it'll go all the way 100% across the screen, but it won't give me the height that I need. So ideally, I would do something called an aspect ratio setting, but unfortunately, ActiveRain blog editor doesn't let me set an aspect ratio property. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to set a fixed height. So I'm going to type in height, and then I can't do 100% height. It won't work. What I have to do is I'm going to put in a 471 pixel height, and then I'm going to close off with this quote. Now that seems like a lot, but really in my blog post, I'm just going to give you this information here that you can just copy and paste, and then probably should save that. If you're going to be using this videos often, just save that in a notepad somewhere that you could just go grab it whenever you need it. Style equals width 100%, height is set to 471 pixels. Now the 471 comes from the fact that YouTube videos are in an aspect ratio of 16 by 9, which just basically means that the ratio of the width to the height is a 16 by 9 ratio. So if we, in ActiveRain, we have 837 pixels to work with, so a 16 by 9 ratio, and the height 471. Probably TMI, but that's how I got to the 471. Anyway, with that setting, I'm going to save it, and now you're going to see this video going all the way across, and it's going to have the proper height for a desktop view. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that and preview it, and you'll see now that video goes all the way across. Now what happens if somebody's looking at it on a tablet? Watch, I'm going to bring this down here. What's going to happen is it's going to add the black bars across the top and the bottom, but it'll reduce all the way down into tablet and mobile size, and it's okay. But it'll be optimized for desktop, but that 471 will work in all instances. If we had not back here, if we had not said 100%, see this, the width of the video will automatically scale to whatever size it's available on tablet or mobile. So that 100% will be variable. If I were to fix this in as an actual pixel size, let's say the 837, which is the ActiveRain width on desktop, it would stay 837 on tablet and 837 on mobile, and obviously on a mobile device you don't have 837 pixels to work with, so that would not work. That's why I'm setting 100%. It's a variable width that will change according to the device that you're using. Again, too much TMI maybe, but that's the thought process that goes into. You can just use the code that I give you. So there is the full width video. Now let's say you wanted to put in a YouTube short. So here we have a YouTube short. This is Emily, who I featured in earlier YouTube Thursdays. Now with a YouTube short, the trick is that you want to right-click on the YouTube short, and you would think you want to copy the video URL. However, when you put that into a blog post, it will not show. For whatever reason, the YouTube Shorts have kind of a peculiar limitation that you can't just grab the URL. I guess maybe they want to keep you in the YouTube ecosystem. However, you can do an embed code here. So if I copy the embed code and come back to the ActiveRain editing, let's say I want to put it up here towards the top. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to hit enter. And now with an embed code, you actually have to go into the source code again and find where you want to put it. And so let's say I want to put it in here. I'm going to find that after that first paragraph, I'm going to paste that into the source code. But you see that the embed code puts this iframe container that contains here is the link to the short. Now, if I go back and save that, you're going to see the YouTube Shorts are actually in the vertical orientation. So if I go ahead and save this and preview it, you're going to see it works. However, the YouTube Short is in a very vertical orientation, and it's quite large, perhaps maybe bigger than what we want. So let's go back to the editor again. I'm going to show you my recommendations here for YouTube Shorts. And again, it's going to go into HTML mode, but don't be frightened by it. Again, just with a little bit of copy and paste here. We're going to do another style setting here. And I'm going to do style equals width. I'm going to set the width to 370 pixels and the height to 657 pixels. And then I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to say float this to the right. And again, you can just copy and paste that from my code that I give you, but that's what's going to happen here is that now I'm going to go ahead and save this and preview it. You're going to see now it's sized a little bit smaller, so it's not like dominating the whole page, just right sized, but it's also floating it over here to the right hand side, which means basically the paragraph text is going to be over on the left hand side. So these are additional settings that you can put into your YouTube videos when you embed them into the pages. Again, you can do the simpler version, which you don't have to edit the source code, or you can go into the source code and just with a little tiny tweak here and there, you can make your post pop out even that much more. Well, there's my instruction video today. I hope you learned something, and stay tuned for more YouTube Thursdays to learn more about viewing and editing in YouTube. And thanks for joining me today.